Science fiction is not just that Buck Rogers stuff, exciting as it may be. It's about calculating the effects of shifts and changes in technology, not just a matter of hardware, but the evolution of people and ideas. It is the unexpected subtleties of change that make the genre so fulfilling. And this is what the hive mind of the contemporary mainstream literati often misses. True science fiction, at its best, is the master of such subtleties, and sometimes it is the progenitor of change as much as its predictor. To slightly misquote George Bernard Shaw, some men see things as they are and say why. I dream of things that may be and say, why not? I now would like to read you just a short piece from the beginning of the novel. The next morning, after a sleepless night, Fran got to work at 9:35, still worrying about what would happen at the 10 o'clock board meeting. Climbing the stairs to the second floor, she entered the reception area outside the boardroom and sat down in a state of agitation, much too hot inside her unaccustomed dark blue suit and white blouse. Moments later, she came to a decision. She smiled briefly at the receptionist and disappeared into the ladies' loo. Once inside, she made a brief telephone call. She couldn't stop to think any more whether she was doing the right thing. As soon as she had entered the building, the rage she had been feeling boiled over. If the members of the board weren't going to see reason, then everyone could have her game, and the hell with it. She wasn't going to see the project mothballed, or even worse, the results of all those long nights and broken weekends sold off to the highest bidder. She had to do something. She returned her mobile to her bag and washed her hands, smiled at herself grimly in the mirror, and ran a comb through her short red hair. Pulling her suit jacket down, she straightened up. If it was war they wanted, she would give it to them. Turning away, she came out into reception, wobbling horribly on her unaccustomed heels. Damn them. She sat down opposite the receptionist again and felt the sweat clinging to her palms as she hugged her briefcase to her, a shield against the woman's stare. She shifted her position on the seat that was too high off the ground for her. But then, all normal chairs were the same, built for people of normal height. She crossed her legs. Big mistake. One of her shoes promptly dropped off and clattered onto the woodblock floor. Hateful things. She couldn't wait to get back into her trainers. She slipped it on again, nervously smiling at the receptionist, and looked above her at the scorpion-shaped mosaic in the rough-cast wall. Underneath, illuminated in spotlights, was the company name, Scorpion Games, a name she had once loved with a passion. Once. The reception clock ticked on. She couldn't just sit here, staring vacantly into space. What impression would that give? Better to hide behind something. Leaning forward, she riffled through the folded newspapers and magazines on the glass-topped coffee table in front of her and chose the Birmingham Mail. She unfolded it, scanned the front page, and her heart lurched. Local detective found shot. She couldn't breathe, felt sick. The body of Birmingham detective Peter Cabot was found last night floating in Gas Street Basin. He had been shot. And it's all my fault. Primarily, it's a thriller, because you want to know, want to find out who's killed whom and why they want the game so much. But also, running all the way through it is a love story.
Right, so this is a romance and a crime thriller.
Yeah.
So how does your game, or at least the game that Fran is developing, differ from from the games that people can download onto their computers today?
Right, well, it's what she employs is known as ECOG, which is a direct neural interface directly into your brain over the small headset that you would be wearing, so that you can not only see it and hear it, you can also smell it and feel it and touch it